So here I am outside the Holiday Inn, M6 Junction 10, and I'm just about to head on down to Mini Revival Zap 2018. It's apparently just down an alleyway down the back of the hotel, or a slip road by the hotel, so I'm going to head on down there and see how what the event's about. I'm not expecting too much. I know it's a mini scale down event. Not been to one for about 5 years. I did enjoy, I think there was one in Kenilworth. I'm not sure if that was a mini, but I enjoyed that event. So yeah, going to head on down there. Hopefully there'll be a few pickups today. Hopefully I get to play some games and have a few laughs with a few fellow YouTubers there. So yep, let's head on down to Mini Revival 2018. Just coming up to Mini Revival 2018, and yeah, I think it's in here, so let's go in and see what it's got to offer today.
Vintage gamer, t-shirt. He owns the local retro store. I know Nick well. Before I used to sell myself, I used to take all my stuff to him.
Okay, so back from Mini Revival 2018. Excuse me looking a mess, I need to get a haircut, I'm shattered. It was quite a good weekend, to be honest. It was a last minute decision to go. I was supposed to be doing a road trip, but it fell through. So I decided to head on down to the Mini Revival. Basically, just went for the Saturday, but I didn't get there, got a little later than expected on the Saturday. It was about 11 o'clock. I knew it was only going to be a small event. I think there was only... if I could recall correctly, I think there was 5 traders there. There was the Retro Lords, Vintage Gamer, Sore Thumb, but very limited selection. Not any of the kind of thing I was after, really. There was another couple of guys, one's Tootie's mate, and I don't know the other stall. So there's literally, I think, 5 traders there. I think there was about 20-ish arcade machines. I think there might have been less, actually, in the end. I think maybe 10. There was probably about 35 retro consoles, but to be honest, I went for the social thing more than anything, and I've got to say I had an absolutely cracking afternoon with Tootie and the lads. Cyber Snake was there, met Big Mike, a few of the other faces that I've seen around, but I can't remember all the names. But to be honest, once you've had a look round, it was because it was a mini event, it's hard to get on things as always, and once you've had a look round and bought a few things, said hello to a few people, it's nice just to sit down and have a chat. So that's really what we did. We just sat down, a bit of banter and had a drink, and pretty much for about 5-6 hours I think it was. So that was a really good fun. I quite enjoyed it on a Saturday afternoon. It was a good event, you know. It was only a mini event. I like the bigger ones, if I'm honest. The proper big events like at Bescott and that. But it was a good way to spend a few hours out. And yeah, I got a few pickups. So basically, I'm just going to show you a couple of pickups I got. I don't think I put them in my last video. Got them from Game Park in Aberystwyth. I can't actually remember how much I paid for it. I think it was about £8 for the two. So the first one I got was, these are all Master System pickups, by the way. I'm collecting Master System to try and get a big bundle to sell on. Main focus is, of course, Mega Drive. I'm going to start, I think, needing to pick a couple off CX or eBay to get it kick-started again. But anyway, first Master System pickup was World Soccer. You know, to get a few cheap titles, you need to buy sports ones to start with, maybe. The next one was Champions of Europe. Okay, so they were Game Park pickups, so that's before Mini Revival. So for Mini Revival, the first two games I bought, literally, the two games were for £5, and it was from the Retro Lords, and the first one was The Ninja. As always, you know, complete. There might be, cartridge might have a bit of damage, or the manual might be, a bit worn, but, they're complete. Second one was Pro Wrestling. Tootie spent some great time rearranging all the carts in in the boxes, because he likes to have them a certain ways, So the next three I bought were for Vintage Gamer Nick. The one was priced at £4, the other one was priced at £5, and the other one at £4, so it would have been 13 quid, but Nick kindly did all three for me for a tenner. So the first one was Transbot. Second one was sort of sports title, Olympic Gold. And the final one from Nick was classic back in the day, Speedball. Love the way the carts come out every time you open the box. Okay, so they were the three games from Nick. Then I went onto a stall, I didn't know who this was, it was the one that was closest to the door, or the entrance as you came in. So I think these were the games from him. And one was priced, in fact they were all priced at £4 each, so it would have been 12 quid, but I got all three for a tenner. So it was Super Monaco GP, F-16 Fighter, and another sports title, unfortunately, Super Tennis. Some of these are getting harder and harder to open, these boxes, and of course the instruction manual drops out, but there you go. So I went on to the final vendor. I wish I could remember his name. I have bought a couple of things off him before. Quite a friendly guy. Tootie's friend. He was the one who was in the other room where we were drinking. Tootie can put me right on what his name was. I bought 3 games off him. I'm trying to think what they were labelled as. The one was labelled as 5, the other one 9, and I think I asked if he could do the 3 for a tenner, so he did. I was more than happy with that. I did buy a duplicate, but I'm going to sell one of these 2 on. It is Transbot. I know I should have bought my list for me. Again, not in bad nick, actually. The next one was Pac-Mania. And the final one looked really crisp and minty new. It is the original PGA Tour Golf. Quite shiny, the case, I thought. And there's inside. So that was the pickup. So when you look at it like as a cost-wise thing, it was £5 to get in, or £6 I think with a booking fee. I got a free can of Budweiser for being a Revival membership card holder. Did have about another 5 drinks there I think on top of that. But £2.50 a time. I had a couple of drinks bought to me by Tootie and Cybersnake. I think I own one each actually. I spent £35 on 11 games. So it works out £3 something a game. I'm trying to buy Master System cheap. So yeah, that was the plan and it worked out. I could have bought a few more, could have spent quite a lot more actually. I could have bought an Atari 2600 console, something I maybe need to visit in the future. But I think I need to try and kickstart the Mega Drive, maybe get a couple of titles off eBay or CEX. But yeah, the plan was to do a road trip. It didn't happen. At the moment, I can't see any happening, to be honest, but we'll have to see. I did quite enjoy the event. I'm not going to do Doncaster next week, unfortunately. But that's where we're at the moment. I may be attending the YouTube meetup in February. Might bring my missus along and have a weekend at Arcade Club in Bury. I may have a prior commitment, so I've got to check on that still. But that's the focus at the moment. I've had a cracking time at Mini Revival. So I want to say thanks to Tootie, Cybersnake for your hospitality, to Craig for putting on such a good event, and the other guys who sat with us and had a good time, and of course the vendors that did me a few, decent deals. So that's it. I'm done. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you all again, YouTubers. Keep it real. Adios.